All right, so I'm out at Cuiver River State Park. We're gonna do just a quick hike. I've got a wedding to get to at 1 o'clock, so I'm probably gonna do like maybe a mile out, a mile and a half out, and a mile and a half back. We'll just see. I kind of want to get to this one campground site. At Cuiver River, there are a couple trails where you can backpack on and camp overnight. All you have to do is register either at the office or at the trailhead. As you can see here, looks like a little box, and it's got registration cards. Some pencils. You fill it out, stick it in there. It doesn't look like there's anything down in there though, so that the rangers know. Yeah. So I'll just give you a quick overview of the trail I'm going on. Let me switch the camera on. I am right here. I've hiked this one before. About halfway in, this is a 4-mile loop. About halfway in is a really nice campground. So I'm right here. I'm gonna come around and I want to check out this one right here, and then I will cut back. Maybe someday I'll come out here and do the whole thing. Kind of fun. So that's what's going on. Tell you that I've been out to hike on the Pacific Crest Trail before, and I mean that place is beautiful, but there's something about Missouri woods that just make it, I don't know, I mean it is just beautiful out here. There's no leaves on any trees. Well, if there are, they're dead, right? But it's still, well, here, I mean, it just looks beautiful out here. If I stand still here long enough, you might hear a woodpecker. But yeah, I love it out here. Look at the burl on that tree. That is a big burl. That makes a nice wood. seriously, this is beautiful. Really. I guess every place has its own unique qualities that draw out the best of it. You know, like if you went to, oh, there's a woodpecker. Where's he at? Anyway, every trail's got its own unique qualities. I'm sure if you went to like Arizona and hiked a trail there, it'd be one thing. If you hiked it at Appalachian Trail, it's got its beauty and some quality that way. But I think I will always like Missouri trails. Seems like they do something different. And maybe just because I live in Missouri, I don't know. I'm a little biased, but so if I stay on, I can keep going up. The trail goes up this hill. It's about I think like a 600-foot elevation going up or coming back down, depending which way you're gonna go. You gotta cross over this creek several times. But you'll notice it says that the campground is this way. Here's the trail for it. So let's go check it out. So I saw this other placard, no horses and no campfires allowed, which kind of stinks. Because, I mean, why go to a campground if you can't have a fire? Especially when it's this wet. But I'm sure it's still a nice campground. Let's go see. This goes back up here quite a ways, so I'll be back when I get to it. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is the campground, but I gotta tell you, it's a little upsetting. There's a lot of down trees. Look at good spots. There's a lot of good spots, but let's walk around here. Check out. Wow, that tree's dead. Don't want to camp next to that bugger. Looks like some of this has been flattening down. Oh, there's the camp. There it is here. Here it is. There's a fire ring. Everything. Nice sitting log. Looks like someone's been hacking away at it. Someone left their pot. In case you need to cook something. Left some logs in there. It's kind of nice. Okay, this makes sense. This little area right here isn't bad. There's lots of open flat spots and stuff. There's water right over here, the filter. And yeah, let me see how far I am from here. Let's see, check the 0.7 miles. It's not even a mile in to this area. So I think I was tempted to bushwhack it across to another trail, but I'm going to look at my map first and see if there's a connector road through here that I can take instead. Okay, so it is 10 o'clock, and remember I told you I had to be at a wedding at 1, which means I still have a roughly 30-minute drive back home, which means I have, so let's move up to 10:30, which means it's going to take me, what, about an hour to get out of here. So that's 11:30, so I'll get home around 11:30, and then I gotta shower, shave, get all spiffied up, slick my hair back, what little bit I got left. So I think I'm gonna go back the same way I came. I was tempted, here I'll show you what I was tempted to do. Let me get the map out and switch it. So I'm right here. And I was tempted to go up this mountain right here, get to the top, come back down, hook up with this. It's like a fire road slash, and there's this trail and this trail kind of merge together and take it back up to the trailhead. And it's still tempting to do. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to cut right up this ridge, go up this mountaintop here, and it really is a mountaintop. You can see I got to go up that. I'll come back down and hit this trail right here. I'm going to try to do it without leaving any trace because there's no trail there. So be careful. I'll see you. Man, I just missed a bunch of deer. I wonder if I can. Maybe that's what I'm following, is a deer trail. And I think they were nested down over here. Let's see if I can walk wider and explore. I just had finished that video. Oh, there they are. Let me see if I can get them. They're way over here. me see if I can. When I'm zoomed in, it gets really jumpy. So, oh, that thing got way over there. I don't have a good enough camera to pick it up. It's kind of weird because you can hear other woodpeckers way off in the distance. It's almost like they're doing Morse code to each other. Here comes a big dude hiking on the trail. Clear it out, clear it out. It's like they're warning all the animals. Here comes the hiker. Move it on out of here. Okay, I made it to the road. I came from that way. That way keeps going down to connect up with the Blue Trail and the orange Cuiver River Trail North Loop. And the blue kind of merges in down here. So this road is a connector road, which will be blazed in white, but this trail, it'll also be blazed in orange and blue, I believe. And then this way will take me back up to the car. Now, last time I was on this road, David and I did the, what was that? We did the blue loop. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'll let you know at the top up here, but it's a 4-mile loop. There's a campsite halfway in the middle. I think I mentioned that at the beginning of this hike, and it is, when we came down through here, it had stormed the night before, like, I don't know, like thunderstorm came through. It was David's first time hiking, but anyway, this section down here was all flooded out, and we had to walk through water, but to get back to the car. But I didn't mind. He had fun. So, all right. So the bushwhack through here. So I basically came from that direction. There's a drainage back over here. It goes all the way down to the valley. You'd have to come back out. But if you step up along this ridge and come out right back up here, that it's a direct cut straight across from that other campsite on the North Loop all the way back over to the road here. Probably less than a mile. So, you know, if an emergency were to happen or something like that. Oh, if an emergency were to happen, I would not go that way. If, you know, you've hiked all day and you're just dog tired, then, and you just want the shortest route out, I would go that way. If it's an emergency on the back side of the North Loop, you could go back up less than a quarter of a mile, back up the trail you came. So you would go, I guess that would be south on the North Loop. And then there is a road right there, and you could just take the road and try to flag somebody down, or, you know, walk the road back up to the trailhead. It kind of goes out of the way. There's our blazes, orange and blue. This is kind of muddy right here. Anyway, you could walk that trail back up, or I mean the road back up, but it kind of loops out and then comes back in. That's the only reason why I didn't do that. I just wanted the direct route. So There's the car up there. I'll talk to you when I get there. All right, as you can see, I made it back to the car, safe and sound. A little on the sweaty side, even though it's, what, 40 degrees. It started off at like 29 degrees outside. Came up to 40. It's not a bad climb. So the hike was a total of 1.43 miles. Not very long. It was a good hike. It had some hills, though, to help build up some endurance for, like, when I'm carrying my backpack. 1.43 miles. That's with the cutover like I did. If I had stayed on the trail coming back, it probably would have been, or if I just looped back and came back the same way, probably would have been about the same amount, maybe a little bit more, because the trail kind of like loops out and comes back in. So I probably cut off maybe a quarter of a mile or less, maybe less than a quarter of a mile by going that way. Again, I would not recommend it. I'm kind of in a time crunch. I did make it back to my car at exactly 10:30. It's 10:37 right now. So I think I might come back out here again and do the whole trail. It's 11.25 mile loop. So I'm tempted to come out here and do it again, only because it's a well-maintained trail, has plenty of water sources, and the campgrounds really are nice. That one, at first I was a little disappointed, but then when I saw the fire ring and that area right there, I was impressed with it. It was just like the other one that's down this way. Yeah. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below, and or if you know me personally, just go ahead and email me or text me. You could do that too. If you know me on Facebook, just send it through Facebook. But I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoy the pictures. Seriously, if you live out in the St. Charles, O'Fallon, St. Louis area, Cuiver River is like, maybe from St. Louis, it's probably about a 45-minute drive. Man, it is beautiful out here. It's going towards Troy. You could come out here, spend the day, go on a day hike, drive up to Hannibal, spend some time up there, and then, you know, have a great weekend. Or you could just come out here and backpack and hike. I mean, this is a nice little getaway. It's far enough away from the population that you really feel like you're out in the woods, but it's close enough that if, you know, somebody needed to get home in a hurry, they can. So, because they're close. So these are good trails. They're well maintained. I'm impressed with them. Get out here and enjoy Cuiver River State Park, and hope you enjoy this place. I'll talk to you later. This is Tom.